Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Báwo ló ṣe ń lọ? Ṣé everybody wà okay? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá mi share show yìí. Just my own little 2 minutes or I don't know 30 minutes chipping lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Peter, Paul, Jude, Lola. Mo ti ń rí daylight robbery nínú ayé mi. As long as nǹkan tí Peter ń sọ àti àwọn evidence tí Peter fi hàn wá tó bá ti jẹ́ òtítọ́, ìyáláyà daylight robbery lélẹ̀. Ṣe rí kéèsì ó jẹ́ kó yé mi pé kò ń ṣará àta nìkan ló ń ṣe kíni, kò ń ṣará àta nìkan ló lè come against èèyàn tó lè jàyàn lólè, tó lè plan bó ṣe máa bà tèèyàn jẹ́. Ará alé ẹni, because àwọn méjì ń sìn, Peter, Paul, they are both twins. Mom Lolo Dolami, I can't see your comment again. Àwọn méjèèjì bọ́n ṣe wà, ìbejì ni wọ́n. Eléyìí tó jẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n fún wọn tó jẹ́ Jude, ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ bá àárín wọn jẹ́. Now, at first I wasn't interested. I was like, kí ló ń ṣe àwọn eléyìí tó kàn fẹ́ máa da orí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì wa rú? But you see, when Peter dropped part 8, ó wá jẹ́ kí n wà interested. Mo lọ wò láti part 1 to part 8B. Peter is the handsome one. Peter is the one on the top picture. Peter is the one on the right. Okay. Paul is the one on the left. Tó dirun bí dàda. Ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn Jude, òun ló wọ black níbi picture tí ó wà láàrin. The picture tó wà láàrin yẹn is not very big. Whilst Peter and Lola, who happens to be Peter's wife, not jọ wà together ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Now, bọ̀bọ̀ tí wọ́n ń pè ní Jude yìí tó jẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn, if everything that Peter is showing us tó bá yẹ pé òótọ́ ni, wàláì bàbá criminal ni Jude. Bọ̀ ẹ wá mọ nǹkan tí ó fi wá jẹ́ bí kàyéfì fún mi pé ṣó yẹ kí nǹkan báyìí máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ayé ṣá. One would think that wípé ìgbà tí Paul àti Peter tó ti jọ jẹ́ pòkè pé ìbejì làwọn méjì, àwọn méjì you think that okay they should be closer because they are making the music together. The money, most of the money should be going to both of them. But because of the benefits nǹkan tí Paul tó ń gbà lọ́wọ́ Jude tọ́jọ́ ń ṣe tó yìí ò máa dọ́dọ̀ Peter, òun lè ṣe rí tí Paul tó fi wà closer mọ́ Jude ju ẹni tó yẹ kó jẹ́ pàdé ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ bíi pé okay wọ́n jọ jáde láti inú ọ̀nà kan náà. Bàbá daylight robbery ni, ó lé ní. And I must say that this lady endure a lot of things. If you watch part 8 and part 8B, rí nǹkan tí Lola, ìyẹn ìyàwó Peter, tó go through lọ́wọ́ wọn. What do you call it? Paul seems like an ignorant that doesn't really care much about anything. All he cares about is, okay, òun kọrin. All he does is sing, and like bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé anything tó bá ṣá ti wà available, kàn ṣá ṣe kíni, kàn ṣá fóun kóun dẹ̀ ṣe kíni, kóun dẹ̀ gba owó tòun and that's it. Anything tó bá ti fún wà okay pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Whereas Peter seems more enlightened, more educated, very, very well articulated. You know, he knows his books. He knows about, you know, this and this is supposed to be like this and that is that. Where Paul won't say, okay. Yoba, my question is this a family feud or movie? Even though I don't know anything about them. Family jagidi ni ele o kìí ṣe movie, kò ń ṣe movie o. Ìjà burúkú ni. But what they did to Peter is wrong. Mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún Peter ni mà. Okay, ṣé mọ̀ pé okay, me, I didn't even know that Judy was their manager. The main person that I know as Psquare is Peter and Paul. I didn't know that one Jude, you know, existed anywhere. But, you know, now I know. Now, so what they were doing is this, ma. Peter and Paul, our méjì náà jọ ń jẹ́ Psquare tán jọ ń kọrin. And apparently their elder brother is sort of like trying to be their manager, even though they have their own individual managers anyway. So, mi ò wá mọ̀ bọ́n ṣe come up to this conclusion of Peter and Paul getting 30%, whilst Jude is getting 40%. Because Jude ò kọrin, so how come he's getting the 40%? Pati bẹ̀yẹn ò yé mi. Anyway, they were meant to be sharing money. Ní 30% for the two artists, and then their elder brother will get 40%. But what Jude now did, ma, Jude wá lọ ṣí another company that is completely unknown to Peter. Ó wá ń divert owó bóyá bí royalty, owó ìgbà àtàwó, ó wá ń divert ẹ̀ sínú company yẹn. Luckily enough for Peter, Peter found out. Owó tó wá ń divert sínú company yẹn, ó wá rí bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé although Paul is acting as if he doesn't know about it, but he was getting share of it. Because when money is going to the three of them, máa rí bí kí bóyá bí ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan kọ́ ló ń kọrin, ó lè divert $150 million sára ẹ̀. Àmú Paul á fún ní bóyá bí $100 million. Wọ́n wá mú Peter. Wọ́n á fún Peter ní Peter ó yá gbà, wọ́n lè fún ní $20,000. Do you get? And that happened for a long time. Kó tó di pé Peter wá find out pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn kọ́lé, wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. You know, the money was really, really rolling in for them. So ìgbà tí Peter wá find out pé you are supposed to be what's the name of that is company? Kinikan Inc. Kinikan Entertainment. How come to wá ní Kinikan Music? Meanwhile, the Kinikan Music here is now where the money was being diverted to. She get nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n àwọn jẹ gbogbo owó tí. So basically iṣẹ́ tí Peter àti Paul ń ṣe. Paul won't get the, you know, fair amount of what he is supposed to be getting. But Peter is being cheated. Yes, Paul is the one in dreadlocks, while Peter is the one tó ní low cut. Peter ló fẹ́ Lọ́lá tó jẹ́ Miss Race. And then they were being sort of like ṣé ká pè ní racist ni, or I don't even know what I want to call it. They didn't like Peter's wife, ìyẹn Lọ́lá. Meanwhile, Lọ́lá is a very good wife, because when Peter was expressing himself yesterday, nínú fídíò tó ti ń sunkún tó ti ń ṣe yẹn, ó jẹ́ kó yé wa pé Paul àti Jude, they were now claiming that the first son of Peter, ipò ọmọ àlè ni. They actually said it to Lola for Lola to hear. And also, their mother when she was alive, she mistreated Lola. She mistreated Lola. It was a whole lot. But the problem that I am now having is VDM. Please. Mo ti fẹ́ máa gbádùn ẹ lọ lórí murder case tó ń treat lọ. And the reason why tí mo fẹ́ máa gbádùn ẹ lọ lórí murder case yẹn ni ó pé something similar happened to me. So I believe nothing is impossible ní Nàìjíríà tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ayé. That is, as long as you are telling the truth about that case based on the evidence that you claim that you have. And we are watching that case, how everything is unfolding, okay? Nothing is impossible in Nigeria. Everybody knows that Dorcas did not find anybody. Do you get? In fact, as a matter of fact, VDM, tó bá fẹ́ treat the case pé kàn fẹ́ máa rope èèyàn pẹ̀lú murder, you're supposed to come and sit on my own. Because eléyìí tó ń treat lọ́wọ́ yẹn, I am beginning to get confused about it. Because D1 is coming out with some other information. Anyway, we are watching the way that one is going. But if you truly want to treat a case of trying to you can come and treat this one. Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ daylight by nínú ayé tá a rí lórí social media, of which I am still going to expose everything because I'm coming up with a documentary. I'm going to expose it. Because anybody don't must stop me from exposing that stuff. I'm going to expose it. But I want to do it in my own time. Now, the reason why I said VGM, Joe, ma fi manipulation by this particular one, je. Last bati, Peter tó ti jáde tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. You said you knew about the case, okay? Ẹ bá mi share show ye, Joe. Ó donation. Kò ń ṣe fracas nìkan ni mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣe. Tá bá ti ń ṣe show tó jẹ́ educative one like this, ẹ máa share as well, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Let me quickly share this onto my other page. 1 second. Because it's not going to be... I don't have the time for Oshiti. Yes, about doing she all the time. Kimama, come on. You know what I mean? About it's not all the time that we are going to be doing fracas. If you people cannot give us better show, kema show shiri buruku ten ṣe lórí social media yẹn. Àwọn ìgbà tí má ti ráyè fún ẹ̀sà wèrè máa dá lóhùn. Ẹ ṣe all the time máa tójọ́ òṣì tí Tókunbọ̀ Wálé ayé wá ṣe nínú ayé yẹn náà gbogbo ṣe nìkan. Now, the reason why I said VDM, don't mess this up, okay, is this. Okay, you came out this afternoon, or is it this morning? You said, gbogbo nǹkan tí Peter ń sọ. You and Peter, you met each other, and Peter had already given you details of everything plus more that he has not spelled out yet. Now, you now said Peter spoke about Cynthia and Peter spoke about one Fino or something like that. Now, Peter did not ask you if you meet those people, you should go and ask them question. He only told you how it felt about what was going on between himself and his brother. And I think this is why people might be seeing you as being manipulative. Now, you now went, you said you met this Fino. Abi, what's the other one called? And you met Cynthia. You spoke to them. They said this, they said that, they said that. That's an act of betrayal. They said they didn't know anything about what Peter said about Jude. That's an act of betrayal. Because it was now like as if, okay, Peter gave you information. You went beyond Peter to go and be finding out about the people that Peter spoke to you about without getting back to Peter. Ó wá rí bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé okay o, ọ̀rọ̀ Peter tí Peter ń sọ ń sìn, ó fẹ́ máa twist here. Don't do that. That's wrong. No. It was as if you want to, yes, God bless you, as if you want to whitewash nǹkan tí Peter ń sọ. That's an act of betrayal as well. He is already dealing with one betrayer. Information that he shared with you. Yes, you can do whatever, do your own little investigation, but not that pé wàá wá gbẹ̀yìn lọ bẹ́bọ́, ó wá sọ pé ó bá Fino sọ̀rọ̀, ó bá Cynthia sọ̀rọ̀, ìwọ wá béèrè phone number Jude, ìwọ wá bá Jude sọ̀rọ̀. Jude that is already like allegedly the way tí Peter tó ṣe rí Jude, ó ti rí Jude as bí olè already. So there is nothing that Jude is going to tell you about Peter because already they are having their issue. Tomamu, yes. And if you look at the bank account and what, obviously Peter is bringing out, there are evidence there to show that we won't back Peter now. The evidence is so clear. We won't cheat Peter. So don't let them do the analysis by themselves. Ma treat the case tí wọ́n treat yẹn lọ. Ma tún fi títí ti ẹkún jẹ́ kí Peter kó sọ̀rọ̀. If Paul believes that what Peter is saying is wrong, let Paul come and explain his own side of the story. Let Jude come and explain. I mean, at the end of the day, he came out with evidence as well of where EFCC investigated Jude and obviously Paul, and apparently, allegedly, they asked Jude, did you know that you have committed an offense here? And he admitted to it that yes, he has. And they had to because, obviously, they were supposed to be sharing money between themselves equally. But the way the money was being shared, okay, the way they were sharing the money was no longer equally. They were cheating Peter, obviously. So, Ninube, allegedly, EFCC found out that Peter àti Jude, they were building some mansion. Wọ́n dẹ̀ gba àwọn ilé méjèèjì yẹn lọ́wọ́ wọn. So you don't expect Jude àti Paul to be happy with Peter because owó tó ń jí lọ́wọ́ lára Peter tí wọ́n jẹ́ kí Peter kó rí share nínú ẹ̀. Àwọn méjèèjì wọ́n ti fi ń kọ́lé already, and that is why I believe allegedly that Peter ó decide láti ṣe kíni, láti betray ẹni tó wọ́n àti ẹ̀ tán jọ jáde nínú womb kan náà tán jọ jẹ́ brother, which is Peter, because of benefit tó ń get látọ̀dọ̀ Jude àti ilé tán jọ ń kọ́ fúnra wọn. Yoba, please, are they interviewing them on a talk show? If so, where can I watch them? Because it sounds like a big family estate. No. It's not there. It's on Peter's. Peter and she analysis fún wa ni. Ó kọjá fracas orí Facebook. Ó dùn, ó wà interesting bàjẹ́. Peter is actually dropping it in part 1, part 2, part 3. Is already on part 8B now. If you go on Peter Psquare, you will see it there. I shared it on my wall. You can see the way he's doing all the different parts. But for you to get the whole gist, you have to watch it from part 1. Don't pick it from the middle because, what I saw before was just the video that was going viral. And I looked at it, I was like, but the one he dropped yesterday made me gain interest into what was happening. Even if Nami be Vino, I will act the same way that I don't know anything about the issue. Yes, because that person, irú ṣé Vino yẹn, ó lè pretend bí ìgbà tó wọn mọ kankan tó tọ́ because kò fẹ́ ariwo VDM, kò fẹ́ attention VDM, which VDM admitted as well that he believes that, obviously Fino might be thinking, I don't want VDM to be calling my name. So no, he might be denying that. You understand what I mean? But I feel like no, VDM shouldn't have asked Vino, because Peter kan ó wá rí bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé VDM ó jẹ́ bí olófòófó. That's the way that part of it, looks as if bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé bóyá olófòófó ni. Èèyàn sọ nǹkan fún ẹ, kò sọ fún ẹ pé kó bó ń ṣe ẹ pẹ̀lú third party, kò sọ fún ẹ pé kó lọ bí ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀gàn fún ẹ fún, because these people have already promised Peter that they are going to come and stand as witness for himself against the brother. Now, so tíru Vino àti Cynthia bá gbọ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Peter tiẹ̀ ti share pẹ̀lú VDM already, wọ́n lè wò pé ọmọ no, which means that pé okay, bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ take matter yẹn beyond, because they know that tó bá ti dọ́wọ́ VDM ó máa go gaga. So maybe that's why those ones denial that no, I don't know anything that Peter is saying or what have you, whatever. But it's a very, very interesting and lovely analysis to ṣí ojú ènìyàn see a lot of things, and it also opens one eye to when you are dealing with when you're having like business transaction, and when you're dealing with people, whether family and whatever, make sure that everything that you are doing is to the book, and never put your signature or anything until you read paperwork of nǹkan tó ń sign àti nǹkan tó ń tọwọ́ bọ̀. But a lot of people are calling him Judas, but Jude, no. You know do well, my guy. An elder brother is supposed to be able to settle disputes, control matters that is going on between two people. But it looks as if you were the one, because you were benefiting the most. Nǹkan tí Jude tún ṣe tó tún wá rí bí kàyéfì as well. One of it is that, you now set up a company, you put your wife's name on it, which your wife is earning 80% of that company, and you are earning 20% of it. So, and the money that is inside that particular company actually belongs to Psquare, and maybe some of it yourself. But ó wá ṣe kíni, ó wá yọ Psquare, ó yọ wọ́n kúrò, ó jẹ́ kó jẹ́ bí company ti ẹnìkan. Owó tó wá wọnú company yẹn, you are getting the majority share of it, and then you are now giving some of it to Paul as well. And that's the money you people are using to build estate. VDM is Jude Paddy. I can bet you VDM will call Jude that same day Peter told him. He did. Have you not seen what he said? Have you not watched the video he dropped? That's why I got a little bit angry about his posts about this issue. He already did. And it was as if he was he already did that. It was as if he was trying to sort of like throw Peter under the bus, which can have much it can have issues, you can have more problem with his it can affect his mental health even more, because he'll be like, well, when you're trying to explain yourself, clear yourself, one olórí burúkú kan tó ti share information pẹ̀lú about the same issue, we just come from nowhere, Conde. So that's what I feel like, okay, when VDM, which is totally and completely wrong. Mommy, they have a lawyer, and their lawyer has gotten involved, and Even with their lawyer, it's still the same thing that, I'm explaining, because obviously the person that has lost out in all of this is Peter. Nígbà tí Jude tó bá ní bí bóyá bí $2 million nínú àkáǹtì tiẹ̀, ṣé ń gbọ́? Ẹ máa imagine o, àwọn méjì tó ń kọrin Peter àti Paul ni, and Jude òun wá wà lábẹ́ bí bóyá bí management or whatever. Now Jude òun wá ń jí owó tó belong sí both Peter and Paul. Yeah. Now Jude is now worth more than àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Orí bí ìgbà tẹ́ pé èèyàn kan ń ṣiṣẹ́, ènìyàn kan ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ iṣẹ́ táwọn ń ṣe. If you understand what I mean. Because now, nínú bank statement, Jude was having almost be $2 million. Peter was having like bóyá bí 98 bóyá bí 900 and something $1,000. I'm just giving it as an example. Kí Peter kó wọn máa ní bóyá bí $43,000. Ṣé rí pé wọ́n gbà gan, ṣé rí pé kò ń ṣe kékeré. Ìyẹn pókèpókè iye owó tó ti wọ ọwọ́ Jude, owó tó ti wọ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ó ń lọ bí $2 million, whilst owó tó ti wọ ọwọ́ Paul ó ń lọ sí bí bóyá bí 900 and something $1,000. Owó tó wá wọ ọwọ́ Peter ó wá ń jẹ́ bí bóyá bí $40,000. Ẹ rí pé terrible gan. Paul is now saying that he is the main one with the voice. Òun lòun morin kọjú. Pé the only thing tí Peter máa ń ṣe ni Peter kàn máa ń jó ni. Pé Peter kàn máa ń jó ni. Wèrè gidi ni Jude. Wàláì, Jude no do well. Wàláì, on this matter, Jude ò ṣe dáadáa. Kò ṣe dáadáa. He did, not even just Jude alone. Because whatever Jude was doing, Paul was aware of it. Yeah, although Paul is naive, like, he's not someone that really cares. Kò ní chase up anything, kò mọ̀ ń pa àkáǹtì, kò mọ̀ nǹkan kan, òun kàn fẹ́ kọrin, kò ń kàn gbowó ti ẹ̀ ní nǹkan. Èwo ló fẹ́ yàwó tuntun nínú wọn náà? Ta ló fẹ́ yàwó tuntun nínú wọn? Ó dà pé, well, I should think that is Paul. Ṣé Paul ló fẹ́ ọmọbìnrin tuntun tó léyàwó ti tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ? I think it's Paul, right? Àbájọ náà, ó ti yé mi. Jude is 419. Baba criminal. Baba. And they are hating on Lola because Lola is Yoruba. And you know them, àwọn Igbo wọ́n máa like kan fẹ́ra wọn. Paul ló fẹ́ ọmọ tuntun yẹn tó léyàwó ẹ̀ lọ. Okay, ó ti yé wa. Okay, Paul náà ṣe bí dọ̀dọ̀ yọ. Okay, Paul náà ṣe bí dọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti yé wa. Ó ti yé mi. Paul léyàwó ẹ̀ lọ. I get it now. Matter here all long there, but I pray that God will help them sort it. But I just like nah. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún Peter ó terrible. And then this lady that just passed away, Tokwe something. May her soul rest in peace. Kolon je kote se afefere. Anyway, on that one, I want to be a silent watcher on it for now. But with the way I'm looking at it, like what they are doing on TikTok and all that, right? I don't know. So far, so good. Èmi ò tí rí any evidence pé We are anything. You know the way you people do on your TikTok and all of that, blah blah blah. Me, till any evidence if anybody buying her or anything like that. Number one. Number two, I think people need to calm down. Like they want to make it look like hold on, I say like the FM create the content, and I don't think that's good. I think you know, something to jẹ́ pé ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ẹ dúró tì nígbà tó wà alive, ẹ jẹ́ kó tiẹ̀ kán kí gbogbo kíní yẹn kí ilẹ̀ kó fẹ́ sí. Ẹ ti fẹ́ máa fi create unnecessary content like, you know, káàkiri ló. Anyway, we're gonna be watching that one. I want to be watching that and see what evidence, you know, those ones have for us. I want to talk about Moma. I don't know, did I save the picture here? I think I want to go and do that one on TikTok. Probably want to go and do that one on TikTok. Ilé Moma àti Gente FCC. Let me talk about it now. Àwọn méjì. Yorùbá says tí a ò bá ní nǹkan tá a máa pín, a ò ní mọ olójú kòkòrò. That's exactly what Jude is doing. Baba Jude yẹn, in fact, Jude ó lágbára. Yes, so Mommy Lolo Odunlami, ó ti ń go on for a very long time. Ṣé wá rí bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n tún wá ṣe kí ni, wọ́n tún wá dojú kọ ìyàwó Peter as well. It's like they didn't want her in the family bí kọ́ máa pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́mọ àlè kọ́ máa ṣe gbà kó máa ṣàwọ̀. Kọ́ máa ṣe, but you know, what is it called, is a very, very nice woman. Because even with all of that, and I love that Peter. I love Peter. You know why? Gbogbo bọ́n ṣe tán ṣe fún tó, ó dúró tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ pa ni, tó back ìyàwó ẹ̀ up dáadáa, which is very good. You don't get that often. You don't get it often. Okay. You see these two, Jide àti Moma yìí. At first, I didn't understand what they were doing because of the way she used to come out, and she used to cry. You know, I never used to watch their content. I used to think, although I know Jide anyway, because he's always doing all that funny stuff on TikTok. But of course, you know, Moma just came in and, you know, he tried to build her up and all of that. Although, you know, I saw videos of Moma that went viral. Nígbà tó kọ́kọ́ jáde tí àwọn stretch mark wà ní gbogbo ayé and all of that. Now, you and Jidex, you started creating content. And from what we have seen so far, they even tried with this lady. Look at her skin now. Look at the way everything is looking jolly and everything. But boy, try from Lady Igon. Bí gbogbo ẹ̀bù ṣe wá ń lọ, ó wá dàbí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé bóyá ìméjì mi ò mọ̀ bóyá ti jọ ń dóra yín, I don't know. But it was no longer just content or that stuff that, you know, you people used to do. You know, allegedly from the video that we saw that somebody dropped online to Morilodo Ashipa, that lady was claiming that image and all that, whatever. Now, you were Momo. Just because you now notice that, I don't know boya Dide boyo je boya ko je o, but wale image ni yo. Just because you now notice that Jide sing Otini another girlfriend then, yeah. party Pella. Ó ní kí girlfriend ẹ̀ yẹn ó ní kó attend party Pella, ó ra aṣọ fún everything, ó ra flower, all those things that Jide used to do for Moma. Moma wá bọ́ síta. Wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé Jide, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé ṣépè burúkú, àwọn èpè tẹ́ pé etí èèyàn ò gbọdọ̀ gbọ́. Meanwhile, you know this guy has really helped your destiny. This guy is the one that sold you out to the general public, that made them love you. Thomas sọ pé ènìyàn máa ka millions nínú ayé. This guy used his platform to build you so that you too you'll be counting millions. If at the end of the day you decided, I don't know if anything like relationship or no relationship bóyá ó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ẹ̀yin méjì, but tí wọ́n bá ti lọ fọ́ fún bọ̀bọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ ti jọ jẹra yín on a term of ipòkè pé of course táàmù pòkè pé ẹjọ jẹra yín ni, kí ló wá fà á ńgbà tí ẹ ti jọ ń jà tó ń wá wò pé okay, the only thing I can do to pepper you is to bring in another person. It could even be that pé ọmọbìnrin tó ń gbé wọlé tó jẹ́ girlfriend eléyìí sìn tẹ́lẹ̀ ń ra flower tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ fún sìn, ó lè jẹ́ pé kò ń ṣe pé relationship wọn ó deep like that. It might just be that they were doing that just to chase or to see how you will feel or how you would react. Ẹni tó wá ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ òun ló wá ń gbé àwọn ìpè burúkú. How do you think, like I said the other day, how do you think other people will see you? How do you think other people will feel about you? Do you think that the money you made when content and image don't go viral on TikTok because people love the collaboration, do you think you'll be able to make such money now? Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ronú dáadáa tá bá ti fẹ́ ṣe kíni, tá bá ti fẹ́ ṣe rádaràda nínú ayé. Even if tó bá pòkè pé bóyá ẹjọ́ jẹra yín yẹn ó wá fall out whatever, content tẹ́ máa make yẹn that you people were using to make money. Tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ká, oh, Moma is now living in a house of 8 million naira and she can, comfortably borrow Jide 14 million naira, which means that pé owó wà lórí orí TikTok 30 man shaking it. And it was because of the combination of both of you. Unless she make it that much money. Why did you want to mess that up? Ẹ máa fi ronú ṣe nǹkan. Ìgbà míì star àwọn ènìyàn máa bára wọn lọ. You Moma, you might go and work with somebody else. Kọ́ ẹ pé that person tó bá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú star ẹ kò ní bá lọ. Ayé ó lè má ṣe kíni, ó lè má fẹ́ mú ẹ mọ́ bọ́n ṣe mú ẹ tẹ́lẹ̀. The other thing it's just like ọ̀rọ̀ Peter àti Paul tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńsìn. What people want is Peter and Paul, Psquare. The two of them can decide to go their separate ways now. Yeah? Going their separate ways. Ó lè má jẹ́ kí anybody fẹ́ pick interest nínú àwọn méjì mọ́. Àwọn ilé ò ti tán jọ. Do you get what I mean? Sometimes star méjèèjì yẹn ó máa ń work together. Ó lè work together. Tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti ṣe kíni, tó bá ti kù 1-on-1. People like Peter, Paul, Psquare, people might not pick interest or even like them any longer. Ipo yes, we want to separate things. No matter what they might be trying to sell to the general public. Someone said, what upset me about this Moma issue is that àwọn olórí burúkú kan dey support her rádaràda. Of course, even ẹni tó pààyàn gan ní supporter. Hello? Even ẹni tó pààyàn, ó máa ní supporter. So she will have her own supporters. She will have her own supporters. It's no problem. But that doesn't mean that the way táwọn èèyàn ṣe mọ̀ tó ń pariwo ẹ̀ tó ń mọ̀ tó pariwo ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Kíní yẹn wá lè ṣe kíni? Ó lè wálẹ̀. Ó lè wálẹ̀. They might not be calling her. Orí bí kí náà ti ń gbé. Rántí pé ìgbà kan àǹtí Rámọ́tà ó popular burúkú. Rámọ́tà. Nígbà kan. Nígbà tó kọ́kọ́ jáde. Káwọn oríṣiríṣi mánéjà gbogbo wọn kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fọ́ọ̀kẹ́ up. Ìgbà tó yẹ ó tún wọlé padà. Ìgbà tó yẹ ó tún jáde padà. Ṣé káwọn èèyàn tó máa rí ege. So ẹ máa fọpọlọ ṣe. Ìpè tó ṣẹ́ fún Jídé yẹn. It's not necessary. Bí ìgbà tí wọ́n fi bà nǹkan jẹ́ fúnra ẹni. Ọlọ́run á bá wa yanjú Peter. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ bá wa ṣe kíni? Á bá wa yanjú Paul. But mò ń gbádùn gbogbo part that they are dropping online. I'm enjoying it. I just don't want VDM to come into it and start messing it up. And start causing depression. More depression for Peter. Please, anything you know, keep it to yourself for now. Jẹ́ kí Peter ṣe analysis nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ ò lè dùn lẹ́nu any other person ju ẹni tọ́rọ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí lọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Peter. Peter ló mọ ibi tí nǹkan ti ta òun lára. Òun ni kó jẹ́ kó ṣe kíni, jẹ́ kó analyse ní tó ṣẹlẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀. Kó analyse ẹ̀ fún wa. Thank you very much for watching. Mo fẹ́ lọ sùn ọ̀sán nìyẹn. God bless you. Don't forget to patronize us at DEC Cosmetics. I think the sales is ending tomorrow for DEC Cosmetics. That is for Oba's 10% discount. I think it's ending tomorrow. Like I have been saying, we have this luxury 4-bedroom house ní Ogudu, GRA. Yẹn Lagos, Nigeria, and it's going for 280 million naira. You can pay half, and then the rest you can spread over 3 payments. The house is so beautiful. It's available. I shared the video of it on my wall this morning. You can go and check it out for you to see how beautiful this house looks. The price for it is very, very good. Very, very good. The price here makes sense gidi gan. And we have Godwem Ìyá Ìjẹ̀bú fún gbogbo ewé àti egbò yín. Godwem Ìyá Ìjẹ̀bú. Àwọn ni wọ́n lè ṣe kíni? Àwọn ni wọ́n lè ṣe. I am bringing the jewelry lady back. We just want to wait for her jingle before we start the advert. So once the jingle about is ready, I'm gonna be advertising whatever. At least I like Mama Pella for bringing Auntie Ramota out again. Also, she advised for Mama Pella. Yes, now. And I love, you see, one thing I love about Nkoton Shini Wedding Pella as well is the fact that, they didn't leave Auntie Ramota out of it. Okay, maybe you need disability. They actually allowed her to dance with them and, feel like a family, which was very, very nice. It was very nice. Thank you everybody for watching. Maturi pada later. Only violence in the mawashi after this one. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.